love soil. It's a living, breathing organism full of life, air and nutrients. And without a doubt, it's the most important element in your sustainable garden. It's great for your plants, plus a high quality soil is more retentive, which means using less water in the patch. Good soil should smell like a walk through a rainforest, damp, fresh and earthy. Ideally, it'll have a mixture of mineral particles, air, water and a small portion of organic matter and living critters. Great soil should be moist, crumbly to touch and dark brown in colour. Unfortunately for Australian gardeners, our soil tends to be fairly poor in quality. It's often been overworked, subjected to poor watering practices and hit with way too many chemicals. So to help your soil out of the turmoil of its past and into a more productive future, the first thing you need to do is to get to know your soil by investing in a pH testing kit. This will let you know how acidic or alkaline your soil is. Test it in different areas within your garden because it can vary. Essentially, soil is like a supermarket full of tasty plant nutrients. If your pH is right, all the aisles of the supermarket are open and your plants can get the right food in the right amounts. If your pH is out, it's like some of the aisles are shut and your plants will miss out on their nutrients. Some plants have a really specific pH range in which they'll do best, so it's a good idea to test the soil to find out whether it's on the right track. Knowing your soil's pH levels and monitoring them regularly means you know what your soil needs. Another way to get the best out of your soil is to add organic matter, like compost, to it. Work the compost lightly through the soil with a garden fork, but make sure you don't do it if the soil is too wet. If you're working with a heavy clay soil, dust some gypsum over the top before adding mulch. This will help the clay soil change structure, allowing water to penetrate to the root zone. The other option for those of you with clay soils is to consider importing new topsoil, which is a dark sandy loam, rich in organic matter to hold moisture, but with enough coarse particles to allow really good drainage. Make sure you don't compact it too much. Just rake it evenly to remove any air pockets and it'll settle into its new home in no time. On the other hand, if you have light, sandy soil, the water probably drains too well and organic matter can help it soak into the soil. Composting and mulching your soil will seriously improve its water holding capacity, and as a bonus, it'll encourage lots of worm activity too. As your plants grow, they do remove nutrients from the soil, so keep topping up organic matter regularly. I always prefer to avoid the synthetic fertilisers where I can, and go natural and organic, which is best for you, your plants, the soil, the planet, and of course, your back pocket. You can check out our video on irrigation to learn more about sustainable watering practices and more info from this episode online at www.sgaonline.org.au. See you next time.